Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video I'm going to be testing and reviewing Mother's California Gold Wash and Wax. I've never used this shampoo before, I am embarrassed to say. This is quite a popular car soap, and this car soap reads the back of the label just like almost all the other car soaps we've done. Dilution ratio is supposed to be 1 ounce to a gallon. It's pH balanced so it won't harm your wax or sealant, and so on and so forth. And it also claims to be the best. So the way that we're going to do this is like we've done in all of our other tests. We'll be using the MTM submachine gun style foamer to test the foaming ability of the Mothers. We'll be using 2 ounces of the Mothers in 10 ounces of warm water. Then we'll be switching to our bucket test for the hand wash portion, and we'll be using 3 ounces of the Mothers to approximately 3 gallons of water. It's probably about 67 degrees outside. It's a little cooler than it has been. We're now getting into fall, but you know what? That's not going to stop me. I've talked enough. Let's go get the test done. All right, I've got 10 ounces of warm water, 2 ounces of our Mother's Wash and Wax. Let's see how this foams. Alright, I had a little misfire there with the foam gun. This is live, it's real time, so there's no edits or covers up. Anyway, the reason that it started coming out really weak at the beginning was just the knob had gotten turned. So this is really, I don't know if you guys can see this. This foam is what I would call a two-stage foam. If you can see the bottom, or the base layer, is actually standing still, and then you've got a sheet of the thinner material running down over it. I'm hoping that the camera can actually pick this up. It's a fairly dense foam. It's got a little bit of lubrication in it. So a lot of very small, tiny bubbles mixed in with a few medium-sized ones. Okay, you can see the same thing. If you can look, you can see that almost like it's a base layer, and then the thinner, less viscous part is running over top of that, while the base layer is remaining put. A lot of times I can't tell what the camera is actually seeing through this viewfinder as well as when you guys actually see it on the computer monitor. Alright, so we'll give this about 7 minutes, 6-7 minutes, and see what we have left. The sun is coming back out. It's probably going to do this the whole test, so we'll just roll with it. Alright, here we are back at the 6-minute mark. As you can see, we've got Probably about 65% left on the hood and the top. And unfortunately, we've probably got, I don't know, 15% left on the sides. It's actually dried, and you can see where it's left some residue. It does come off when I rub it with my finger. The sun went behind the clouds about 3 or 4 minutes ago, so it's going to be this way the whole test. So let's see if all of this rinses, and let's pay particular attention to see if this residue, hopefully the camera's picking it up, the residue, if it's eliminated when we rinse it. All right, it looks like that it removed all the residue that was there, and as we can see, no sealant protection was lost. People ask me all the time, what am I using on here? I use the Adams liquid paint sealant. They say it only lasts a year, or 6 months, but I get almost 2 years out of it, and the car sits outside almost all the time. As we have expected, it did a very good job removing the non-bonded contaminants. We wouldn't expect it to remove the bonded contaminants, but all of the dirt, pieces of bug, that has all been removed. So next portion of the test, we're going to test it in a hand wash. Let me get the camera and the bucket set up, and we'll do that next. Please excuse the wind. It happens a lot out here. But anyway, so we're going to take the Mother's California Gold, and first I'm going to... This doesn't have much smell to it at all. I think they went for kind of a fruity overtone. This is a fairly viscous car soap. It kind of looks like maybe liquid pineapples. We're going to be putting 3 ounces to our bucket. And of course, with any viscous car soap, it's going to sit on the bottom until we agitate it. There's barely a hint of slickness to it before we even agitate what's on the bottom. Let me get the pressure washer hooked up and we'll see what kind of foam this makes. So looking at the foam structure, It's a mix in a bucket of medium, mostly small, but some medium bubbles. And at least in the bucket, it's a very stable foam. A lot of these car soaps, you'll find that as soon as you start to agitate them and aerate the soap to make the foam, they start breaking up. Alright, now this is what's really pleasing me. There's quite a bit of slickness. I don't know if you can see the water's tinted yellow. So there is quite a bit of slickness in this water right here, which is very good because that'll help to minimize any scratches or swirls as we hand wash the car. So, speaking of hand wash, let's see what this will do in a hand wash. Okay guys, here is the end of the video, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Mother's Wash and Wax here. It did a normal job, as I would have expected a car soap to do. I think it's a good, solid, middle-of-the-road car wash. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just, you know, it does what a car wash is supposed to do. It cleans your car. In a foam cannon, I don't think the foam is that great. You would probably need to use maybe 3 or 4 ounces to get some really thick foam out of it. In a hand wash, it's got good lubricity in it, and that is very important in a car soap when you're washing. It rinsed cleanly. It took the bonded contaminants off in the hand portion. So I'm going to say that this is a good, solid, middle-of-the-road car soap. And again, there's really nothing bad or great to say about it. It's just, you know, it's a good, solid performer. So if you guys want to try that, I'm going to put a link in the description below. And I will see you guys on the next video.